Hi, this is Cheryl from Gemstyle. I wanted to share with you my top 20 faves of 2011. I was tagged by Tracy from Mrs. TLC1, so hi Tracy and thank you. So the first thing on my list is adhesive. So the adhesives that I use the most are my glue gun. This is an Eileen's glue gun from, I got it from Michael's, and it's a multi-temp gun, and it's also cordless. So I like that, even though, you know, you don't always get to use it cordless, but I liked having that option. Then I also use, let's see, I use Quick Grip for when I need to adhere metals and some other things. This works really well, and it's quick drying, so I like this. My ATG gun, I use that a lot. It's kind of empty, so I might need to change that. And then also, my ultimate favorite is score tape. This is the 1/8 of an inch, and this is a 1/4 inch. I do use the 1/8 of an inch for those small spaces and things like that, but I tend to use this 1/4 inch the most. And I tend to buy a lot of it when it's on sale. I usually get mine from Custom Crops. Custom Crops will run it on sale, and then I'll just buy a bunch of it then to try to make sure that I don't run out. I know you can get it from scorepal.com, but like I said, Custom Crops will run it on sale, and I just get it from there. So the next thing, oh sorry, didn't mean to bump that. The next thing on my list is my paper trimmer. The paper trimmer that I use is the Fiskars, and it's this one, and it expands out to 15 inches. So this is the paper trimmer that I use. Then the next thing is my scoreboard. I actually have two. I bought this scoreboard from ScorePal. This is the first one that I bought, and this is actually my favorite. I really prefer using this one over the Martha Stewart one. Even though the Martha Stewart one has the 1/8 of an inch increments, I actually prefer using this one. So whenever I have something that's only got to be like an inch or a 1/2 inch, I use this one. And then, you know, if I need to get, you know, to those 1/4 inches and 1/8 of an inch or whatever, I use the Martha Stewart one. Let's see, the next thing on my list, so I'm at number 4. So number 4 would be punches. I absolutely love, love, love punches. So these are my EK Success and Fisker punches. And yeah, EK Success and Fiskars. So that's these. Then this is, excuse me, sorry, one of my many Martha Stewart punches. And then my corner punches. So I have all 4. I think they just came out with another one. I think it's another round edge one, rounding one, but I have these 4. I don't know. The rest of my punches, the Martha Stewart punches are, let's see if I can move this real quick without making you guys dizzy. Let's see, right there. And then there's a couple other ones further down on the bookcase, but those are most of my punches right there. So now, let's see, here we go. I am at number 5. So number 5 would be ribbons and trims. I have lots and lots and lots of ribbon, and I have lots of trim. I absolutely love them. And I think they just kind of help make your project that much more better. So all my ribbon and trim are put on, well, most of them. I have a couple that I wasn't able to do this with, but I put all of them on pieces of chipboard, and I label them so I know where I got them from, or you know what size they are. Like this is pleated box trim, black pleated box trim. It's a mouthful. I got this from the Piece by Piece, and it's an Etsy store. And then, you know, like this is just a black flower, sequin flower. And so, you know, just trims, they help make or break your project. And I put them in boxes and have the boxes labeled according to colors. So that would be my ribbons and trim. So that was number 5. So number 6, excuse me, is, let's see, books and magazines. So like when I make cards and I need something to say, or just if I need to, you know, kind of get an idea of what I should make, or just kind of get some inspiration, these are some of the books and magazines that I go to. So like this one, if I need to know what to say when I write a book, it's called Just the Right Words. And so it's just got different sentiments, and it's broken down according to what you're doing. So like this one's for christenings. This one's If I'm Sorry. Just different things like that. So I have 2 of those. The other one that I have is this one called Say It With Style. And this one was edited by Tanya Fox. I know she has another one out. But this one I like. They actually have cards in this one. You know, to kind of give you inspiration that way too. So this one right here is for thank you. And so it's just a picture of a card, you know, that you might think about doing, or this one's a sympathy card. So this one is actually my favorite when it comes to sayings. I also got this big thing here. I can't remember. It was something that came in the mail, and this was one of the things that came in it with sentiment. So I keep this too. You know, sometimes I pick a little bit from one book and a little sentence from another book and put them together, and it works out fine. The other ones are... this is a Cricut magazine. I'm actually a Cricut Circle member. I'm not going to renew my subscription after this year's up, but this one also has, you know, some good, it has some good projects in there. It gives you some inspiration of, you know, some things that you may want to do. I also get a Paper Crafts magazine. So that one has lots and lots of, you know, projects and stuff in there, things that, you know, give you inspiration. This one right here is a wedding one from Annie's Attic. This one has some pretty cool designs in it, and as well as using unconventional colors that you wouldn't necessarily use for a wedding, but that works out just fine. This one's pop-up cards, and this one is celebration cards. So, you know, whenever I'm looking for that extra little something, if I can't, you know, figure something out, or I just need a little help, I'll go with those. Excuse me. So that was... Let's see, that was number 6. So number 7 would be my stamps in the stamp press. I have a lot of clear stamps as well as a lot of wood stamps. So I use this Fiskars stamp press for my unmounted stamps. And this thing works wonders. I absolutely love this. It's definitely worth the 12 or 13 bucks or whatever. Or even when you use your coupon, it's totally worth it to get it. You won't regret it at all. So my wood stamps are in another little cubby with a bunch of other stuff. So these are just a couple of my wood stamps. And my clear, or should I say my unmounted stamps, I keep in this thing here. I need to find a different way to keep them because, you know, obviously I have to rummage through to figure out which one I want. Luckily for me, I remember all of the stamps that I have, but still I need to find a better way to store them because that's just not a really good way to do it. Okay, so the next thing on my list, so I am at number 8. So the next one would be my flowers. I have lots and lots of flowers. So here are just a couple, or should I say a few of them. This box right here has, these are all Recollections flowers and some leaves. So like these flowers here, and they just come in different ones, different colors. And then also these flowers here. And then these are Pro 31 flowers by Esmeralda. I use these a lot because these are like little, just like little roses. And I like these because they're not really soft. They're kind of hard. So it makes it easy to ink the edges. So I'll ink the edges of them. And sometimes I'll glimmer mist them. Sometimes I'll use stickles. It just, you know, really depends on the look I'm going for. So I'll use those. This one right here is actually a Recollections flower. It's that hard flower like this, except it's in white. And I was playing around with it for a project that I was going to do, and I decided not to use it. But I just kind of like inked the edges green. Then I decided I didn't like the edges inked green, so I put some silver rubbing buff on it. And then I was kind of like, I don't know. Maybe I like it, maybe I don't, but we'll see. It may show up on a project one day, it may not. It may just kind of sit up there with the rest of my flowers as decoration. We'll see. Let's see. The next thing is embellishments. I have tons of embellishments. So embellishments would be my brads, my bling, my eyelets, my Skittles or Pebbles, buttons, charms, rub and buff, glossy accent stickers, all of that good stuff. So these are some of my Skittles or Pebbles. I don't know exactly which ones people call them, but I like these. These are good like little accent pieces on cards or even scrapbooking pages. These are pretty much almost, not all, but almost all of my brads and my eyelets. I keep them in that. And then here are just some ribbon slides and some buttons and some other things that I put on pages and, you know, just a couple other things. These are just some more buttons, the drawer pull, and some more little crystal buttons that I got from Joann's. This one has some more ribbon slides and some more buttons and fans and just some other little embellishments. And then I have a couple stores on Etsy that I like to go to because they have really cool things. So like these butterflies and like this key. But I mean, just all kinds of just different little embellishments. I mean, sometimes all you need is that extra little piece and you can't find it. So like there's cameos and just all types of stuff. There's some more butterflies. There's some more locks. Some chain to hang it down from. Some more flowers. And this one here is just some more things like some cameras and sewing machines and teapots and just different stuff. And I have tons of charms. I have a bucket just for, or should I say a storage container just for my charms. So, you know, if I need that extra little piece to put on a project, I'll get it that way. So, let's see. The next thing would be my dies. I have, oh, also when it comes to bling, I like the Prima Bling. And I got these. These are out the wedding aisle in Joann. So, these are David Tatera's little bling things. So, just extra things for bling. Just, you know, to kind of help make your project pop. The next thing that I do, oh, stickers. These are actually rub-ons. These are, I guess you're supposed to put these on a, I don't know, the aisle that they were in. You're supposed to put them on mugs and other things. But I actually like putting these on scrapbooking pages. But these two sets of rub-ons, as well as they had a bunch of other ones, they had these on clearance in Michael's. And I had bought them before. I think they used to be like $1.99. Excuse me, but now they have them, and or they did have them about maybe 4 months ago, and they were like 29 cents. So I bought a bunch of them, at least the ones that I typically use all the time. And I do love stickers. When Hobby Lobby has them on sale for 50% off, I'll go buy them. So these are just some of the stickers. And I mean, the stickers, sometimes they just add that extra little something. I like the stickers, the ones that when you take them off, there's clear on the back. You don't have, you know, anything else on them. Those are the ones that I like the most because they tend to blend with the paper in your project better. So, stickers, those are part of my embellishments as well. Okay, so the next thing would be my dies. And the dies were number 10. So, my Spellbinders dies, Memory Box dies, and Tim Holtz dies, and Sizzix dies. So these are, I only have 2 Memory Box dies. I'll have to try to see if there were a couple other ones that I wanted. So this is the butterfly one. And it just comes like this. And so you have to actually cut it out twice and then put it together. So that's the base of it. And then this is the top part of it. And it looks so beautiful when you finish with it. It's gorgeous die. This is the way I keep my Spellbinders for now. I'm probably going to try to make a book to put them in, kind of like the one Tracy did. Or, I don't know, maybe put some magnets on the side of my bookcase and put them up there. But I think I may try to put them in a book rather than having them this way. So those are my Sizzix dies. And, no, not Sizzix dies, I'm sorry. These are my Spellbinders dies. And then, let's see, my Tim Holtz dies. That would be these. And, you know, there's the movie reel and the ticket one. Just, you know, different ones of his dies that I like. I have some of the corners, or the edge, on the edge ones, rather, I should say. So I have those. So those are my dies. The next thing on my list would be my scissors. I don't have, excuse me, I don't have a lot of scissors. There's a couple that I want to get, but these are like my fabric scissors. When I need to cut fabric to wrap a book or maybe a baby wipe case or something, I use these because these are pretty sharp and there's a long edge to them, so I like that. These are just some regular generic scissors, you know, just if I need to cut something. And then these are my Temi scissors. So I use those. The next thing would be my ink. For ink, I use Color Box ink and then Distress ink, Tim Holtz Distress ink, as well as, you know, just some regular just regular ink, you know, just for whatever. So I have them in all different colors, and I have like 4 sets of these Cat's Eye color box inks. Sorry, I was out of frame. And then I have a bunch of the Tim Holtz Distress inks, so I use those. So that's my ink. So for number 13 is paper. I love, love, love paper. Let's see, DCWV, Me and My Big Ideas, K & Company, My Mind's Eye, Bo Bunny, Graphic 45, Teresa Collins, you name it. I love all of those papers. So I'll show you my paper in 1 second. I just don't want you to get dizzy. So there's my paper. That's not all of it, believe it or not. There's a bunch of it in the extra bedroom that I have here in the house. But till I get some craft space, this is the one that I use the most. And then there's some other ones further down in this bookcase. But this houses like all of my paper pads. All of the solid paper pads are right here. The rest of them that are kind of like extra paper that you get, those are housed somewhere else. But I love, love, love paper. Okay. Also up underneath when it comes to paper would be Tyvek. You can get this like Tyvek envelopes. You can get it from the store. You can buy a pack of the envelopes, and this is good when you want to reinforce your books, the bindings of your books, to kind of, because they get a lot of wear and tear. So Tyvek also falls under my paper, so that's like a must-have for me. The next thing would be my stickles. My stickles were over there right next to the bookcase. Let's see. I don't know if it's gonna zoom enough for you guys to see. There it is. So there's a bunch of them over there in the corner right there with all the stickles and stuff. The next thing would be, sorry guys, just don't want you to get dizzy. The next thing would be my Glimmer Mist. And for right now, my Glimmer Mist just sits in this box right here. It's easy to get to. I don't have tons and tons of space unless I want to make my living room my scrap room. But this is all of my Glimmer Mist. So that was number 15. So let's see. The next thing will be my die cutting machines. So I have the Vagabond. I love this machine. It's a motor in it. I love it. It just zips right through, no problem. And then the next thing would be my Cuttlebug. I love this one too. It's efficient. It does what I need it to do. It's quick. No problems, no nothing. So those are the die cutting machines that I use. Then, let's see. That was number 17. I missed something. I missed my light. Sorry. I just knocked stuff down. This is my light right here. I actually got this light from Tuesday Morning. It was really cheap. I think it was regular, I don't know, like about 60, 70 bucks. And I was able to get it for like $20, almost $30. So it was totally, totally worth it. So I got that. That was the outlight. That was 16. 17 was the die cutting machines. The next thing would be chipboard. Because I make a lot of the covers for my books and just other things that I do, chipboard is a must for me. So this is actually, I think, .22 chipboard. It's got the white on one side and craft on the other side. So I get this from CK Resales, and they're pretty reasonable. I mean, the shipping is like about 10 bucks, but it's chipboard. So it's heavy and it's paper. So, you know, once it ships and the number of pieces of chipboard that you get, it's totally worth it. So when I start running low, I'll just place another order to get it. But it's lasting me quite a while. The amount that I get, I think it's like over 100 sheets maybe. I could be wrong, but I think it's over 100 sheets that I get. And it was only like maybe 30 bucks. So it's totally worth it. The next thing would be, see, I'm at 19. So the next thing would be my electronics. My TV, of course. I won't show you that. But also my phone, because a lot of times I'll look up stuff on my phone. So I'll have that. And then my camera. I take pictures with my camera and my phone. This is actually a Kodak Easy Share that I use. It's old. It's probably maybe 5, 6 years old, but it takes fabulous pictures. Love, love, love my pictures that comes from this. Then I also use my Nook. If I don't want to have my laptop out, I'll just pull my Nook out and watch Sometimes I watch YouTube videos while I'm working on something, or go back over the YouTube video to make sure I'm doing it right, or, you know, just whatever. And then my laptop. I'll have this out watching stuff or just whatever. A lot of times when I'm crafting, I'm not real big on music when I'm crafting. I don't know why, but I have to have the TV on. Something has to be going. So usually I'm watching Criminal Minds or Leverage or Bones or Charmed. One of those I'll be watching when I'm crafting. But just, you know, something for the background noise or whatever. And it's usually always reruns. And then the last thing on my list for my faves would be my tools. So that would be my Big Bite. My rulers. I have 2 rulers that I use. This is a Martha Stewart ruler. This one is like 14 inches. And then this one is a Fiskars ruler. And this one is 18 inches. So sometimes I have something that I need to do, like a 12-inch on a diagonal, and I need to cut it. But I'm using my craft knife. This one works perfect because this one will get you that point-to-point edge, whereas this Martha Stewart one won't. So it just works out. Let's see. My heat gun. This is just I don't know which one this is. Yeah, sorry. Uchida, I think. But that's the heat gun that I use. And then also this file set. When you need to file your edges. I got this from, I think I got this from Archivers, but I think they sell it at Hobby Lobby now. At the time they didn't, but now they do, I think. So, you know, you'd be able to use your 40% off coupon and get that. And then, let's see, my craft knife. I just have a plain craft knife. Nothing fancy, but it does the job. It does what it's supposed to do. And then, last but not least, definitely not least, is my cinch. I absolutely love this thing. It's perfect. It's big. I punch a couple of times and then I'm done, or just one time, depending on what I'm doing. So I actually really, really love my cinch. So those are my top 20 faves for 2011. Thanks, Tracy, again for tagging me. I'll tag some people, put them down in the information box below. So thank you guys for watching and have a great day. Thank you.